All right, this isn't very fair. I was told I had a couple of minutes to speak, but not after following these two lovely ladies. First of all, thank you to the Hide in Plain Sight Board of Directors for this honor. I am truly humbled and grateful. When we used to interview students, the biggest tool I could bring with me was a Kleenex box, and I wish I had one now. That was beautiful, and thank you, ladies. Credit goes to my God, however, for the initial inspiration, his frequent interference and intervention, and then his constant guidance during my time with Hide in Plain Sight. But there's one person that Hide in Plain Sight would not be if it wasn't for her, and that's my wife, Mary. Mary not only gave me 100% loving support, but when you start an organization and you are trying to raise money to give money away, Mary was the single breadwinner of our family and maintained our financial security from 2015 to 2019. So without Mary's unselfish love, this organization wouldn't exist. So thank you, dear. Our donors from the business sector, the organizations, and our individual donors, combined with our Hide in Plain Sight staff, volunteers, and independent contractors, gave us the fuel to provide the scholarships so that Hide in Plain Sight could break the cycle of homelessness and poverty through education to our scholars. And I know it's already been done, but I'd like our scholars to stand one more time because this is why we're here, folks. It's about these scholars. So scholars, if you could stand, please, and be recognized one more time. These few scholars actually represent the entire scholarship, the scholar body that Hide in Plain Sight has given over 200 scholarships since we began. And these students are just an exhibit of the dedication, determination, and drive that each one of our students have so that they can lift themselves up out of their adversity through their education by using our scholarships and have a good life that we all want to have. I'm going to ask DJ to stand one more time, please. So 2 years ago, DJ came out here and he went home and got married to his beautiful bride, Taylor. And so, DJ, where are you going to be in 2 weeks? Graduating with a master's degree. So, DJ was in our second year, or 2015. He was in 2016. Some of you who may know me and may know the organization, been around for a long time supporting us, I was texting with Zoe Royer today. And on May 13th, Zoe will be getting her master's degree in research from her University College in Northern California. So just another example of the money you've given this organization and how it's been invested in these students and what they're doing with it. So thank you. You know, over the last couple of years, I wondered, we got Hide in Plain Sight off the ground, and it's kind of like winning a championship. Getting there is hard. Staying there is harder, right? You'd agree. Well, starting the organization, whether it was hard or not, doesn't matter. I just enjoyed the heck out of it, so it was fun for me. But I just began to wonder and praying, so what happens when I'm done? Does it go away? Does it get merged? Does it, what happens? Well, back in July, I had a phone conversation with Jeff, our board chair, and I said, Kenny Rogers had a song, you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him. I says, I think I'm done. So he says, okay. He says, I get it. He says, that's a great song. He says, let's talk in a couple of days. Well, I want to let you know that 2 days later, and I want to thank them, Amy Shanahan, Steve Peterson, and Jeff Webb said, you know what? We're going to continue on. So I want to thank them. They made my dream come true, and I'm eternally indebted to them all. So thank you guys very much for that. Finally, I kind of look at Hide in Plain Sight as my 5th child, right? And so if you have a kid, you want it to grow up and you want it to be self-sufficient, you want it to, continue to be successful. So I want to thank Leah Goss, my colleague, fellow fundraiser, for applying, and then congratulate her on being selected as the next executive director. And Leah, I can't wait to see where you take my 5th child, hide in plain sight. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.